Hello and welcome to this demo of stateful nodes from Spot by NetApp. This is a new way to use Azure Spot VMs, which offer up to 90% reduction in compute cost, but have been historically limited in use cases because they don't persist data and networking information. We'll take care of that for you, making it much easier to use Azure Spot VMs and get those discounts. We'll protect the networking and data states of your nodes to keep that information safe, keep the state safe, even as Azure Spot VMs underneath get reclaimed. In this demo, we're creating a machine from scratch, so all of these options will look familiar to you if you know Azure. Unlike a normal Azure VM, here we're going to choose a few options for the VM spec, essentially a shopping list of instance types that we would be happy to use for our application. If we look in the Azure price list, we can find some good examples for this particular demo. Let's take some of the E series. The idea is here, whilst one Spot VM spec may not be available, may not be reliable at one moment, another one could be. It could be that we still get a discount, but we get a more powerful Spot VM than the regular on-demand we would have bought before. If we find that no Spot VMs are reliable at a certain time, we'll fall back to on-demand to pay-as-you-go pricing to protect the reliability of your application. Then when it's safe to use Spot VMs again, we'll automatically re-optimize back onto those. We can now configure the networking. When Azure reclaims a Spot VM, we're going to protect the IP addresses, VM name, host name, things like that, and maintain all of the networking information for our machine. We can complete the configuration of our virtual machine with advanced features like startup and shutdown scripts, pause actions on a schedule. We can look at the JSON configuration of our machine. Everything here can be also executed via API. Let's fire that up, and now we have our virtual machine ready to go, 90% cheaper to run than it would have been before, and it will persist through Azure Spot VM reclamations. We can check it out in Azure, see the machine type, look at it running as an Azure Spot VM, but it's now persistent and not ephemeral, and we can look at the great savings that we'll now be making. Thank you for taking the time to watch. Come check us out at spot.io.